became my number one. I was walking down a dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Here's Thompson on the return, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will stop right around the 25. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This is caught. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 27 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Thompson to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At their own 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught by Mike Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Indy. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor from 13 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a Washington ball, and it's 3rd down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
First and 10, Taylor now. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6.
Play fake. Mayfield. He finds his man complete. That's Wagner. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the move to his left. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutzel looked to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Indy.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Browns' 32-yard line.
2nd and 11. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mayfield. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Tua now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And he's got room. Sheds off the tackle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Colts 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got Granson over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete, right around the 8. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor from 8 yards out. And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
31, Browns 28. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis. So
after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game just...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his third touchdown of the game. And by far, the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him. And the defense knew they needed to slow him down. Yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
42.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Thompson to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take...
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Two are going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Wagner. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he sees.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop right around the 25.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Chubb will get the call running left. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 25 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 40 now on second down, Tua. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Tua to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
Now Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration They're settling in now, and it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake, Mayfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Mayfield. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He will push his way down to about the 14. Dayo Odeyingbo there to make the play defensively. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. quickly here, and that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side is so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way.